Welcome, everyone.
Blite Nation, what is good?
Ian and Vito with you today. Don't worry, Liz will be along shortly.
I hope everybody's holiday weekend been good though.
Hopefully. It was Celebrate America weekend.
Listen, man. Everybody looking at 4th of July different now over the years, so like to me, just be cool.
You should be celebrating your country. It's not a crime to celebrate your love for your country.
That's true.
Why is it okay for everybody else to celebrate their country, but Americans sit there and say, "Yeah," and people are like, "You're racist." Why? Why is it racist to love America? I'm not saying you, but
I don't know how to.
Why is it okay to have a like if the French are super excited to be in France, Canadians love Canada. Mexicans love Mexico. Even the ones... I mean, Russians love Russia. The Ukrainians sure as hell love Ukraine.
So what's up with us, huh? No,
Why is this one of the only places where you get criticized for loving your country?
That's a good question. I mean, like... Well, then someone's going to say, like, well, look at the history. I'm like, every country has history.
You want to talk about history? Germans?
Yeah.
Britons?
You got a point, Vito. You got
Russians? I mean, we can keep going. The Chinese?
Yo,
the Japanese?
Yeah, you got a point. Every country got a dark history, man. But you want to know who my heart goes out to? The people in Texas.
Oh yes, everybody in Mystic, Texas.
Oh man, bro, that's sad, man.
That's sad. When Mother Nature strikes, man.
Last time I saw the death roll, it was like 51 and like 15 kids.
Yeah,
like,
damn. At least 15 kids.
Can you imagine? You go to summer camp and you don't come home?
Yeah, imagine just drop you. I'll see you later.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's why you got to cherish every moment with your children.
Dang.
Cherish every day that you're here.
Yeah, my heart, I feel bad for, like, don't get me wrong, like, rest in peace to the people who passed. I'm sorry to the families who lost loved ones.
That have to go through their wreckage.
I would hate, whether it's cops, firefighters, search and rescue, who's ever got to be there. I can't imagine how, like, traumatizing it is to see just dead body after body after body after, like, 51 dead.
That changes you.
Yeah.
That's something
that's 51 dead that they found.
So again, our hearts and prayers
like
go out
that's
to the
crazy
that are affected in Mystic, Texas.
No, for real.
Hopefully, your prayers are with them as well.
For real, yo. Damn.
And as we get into Democrats hate America.
They crashed out over July 4th. CNN shocked to see Democrats hate America. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't seen this one.
Okay, I haven't seen this one either.
So go ahead, Ian, hit that play button. Let's get this rolling.
All right.
So, on today's show, I want to talk about something that...
what's up?
I want to appreciate Doc for the video. Doc Rich. Definitely check
out
his
channel.
Yeah. Subscribe, all that good stuff.
Most definitely.
If you haven't already, because Doc is the man.
No, yeah, he cool.
Let's see what Doc has to say. Go ahead, bro.
Democrats decided to do yesterday on Independence Day, and hopefully you guys had a wonderful day. Let me know how it went in the comments. Hopefully nobody got hurt. Everybody made it back home safe and sound. All right.
Had a good day at the beach.
Let me know about it in the comments. But Democrats decided yesterday was going to be a day of protest. You know, tell me you hate America without telling me you hate America. You know, kind of deal.
I've seen clips of stuff like, not from Doc, but this.
All right. I can, okay. All right. Okay. All right. What? Okay.
Doc's face says it all.
Yo, I'm down with the little groove of the free to pee. I'm down with that. Okay. Ooh, free. What was this just the warm up?
They're mourning the death of America.
This girl sounds like she's struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Free the people is the illegal immigrants that are being detained as before they be deported. Because they're outside of a federal courthouse. It's not free the Americans. They're saying to free the illegals back into the street. The criminal aliens that have been...
Is this a religious group doing this?
I sure as hell hope so.
Because they're like, they seem to be organized.
Well,
like they're all wearing the same thing.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're just an idea like Antifa. Like Antifa doesn't exist. It's just an idea.
I want to know who these people are. Like, is this an actual group?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I said, I haven't seen enough of the video to watch it. All I've seen was the clips of this
like
screaming and then the free the people.
Why is she getting up so slow? What the, bro? What? What? Yo, I'm not making fun of it. I just didn't. I jumped a little bit because with the camera changing, I didn't expect her to be doing some like conjuring shit. Like the camera. What are we doing, man? What are they standing outside of?
Federal courthouse.
What city is this in front of?
I believe it's New York. It could easily be LA.
What? I just want to know what your end game. Like, what are you hoping to scare people? What are you trying to?
I really don't know what they want at this point.
I just want to understand what your game plan is.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that.
You know, just tell me
that clip
you
goes
hate
on
America
probably for
without
10 minutes.
actually telling me you hate America.
One of our highest profile members, Zoran Mamdani, is on the verge of becoming the mayor of our country's largest city. And the city that is truly the capital of international capitalism. And President Trump has threatened to arrest him, all because he wants free childcare, fare-free buses, city-owned grocery stores, and to stop ICE from kidnapping his neighbors.
That's a
The
lie.
Trump regime is scared of the collective power of the working class.
Nice crowd, bro. The place is empty. But like I said, man, this is what they decided to do on the 4th of July instead.
Zohan Mamdani is a self-proclaimed socialist, which is just another word for communist. We've gone over this before. The state-run grocery stores will not work. We've had that. I believe we had that conversation last week, didn't we?
We did. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now. Like, I'm not trying to be awkward in the video, y'all. I'm just...
Like I said, man, this is what they decided to do.
What are we doing?
On the 4th of July instead of celebrating.
Okay, we're clearly protesting. What are y'all protesting?
This is a anti-Trump protest in San Francisco, I believe.
Okay.
So, no shocker there. San Fran, of course. But there's more, guys. There's more. This is what they chose to do, man. I'm telling you.
Who are talking about messaging tactics. This can and must take a number of forms. Street protests, labor strikes, nonviolent civil disobedience, taking action after action with relentless ferocity until Trump and his regime are removed from power.
Well, I got bad news for you,
That
buddy.
is not going to happen.
You got 3.5 more years of Uncle Trump being your
He's only
president.
been president 6 months.
Okay?
Bro,
You got a long...
he's been president for 6 months. This is how they are at 6 months?
It's gonna be a long 4 years.
For a lot of people,
It's gonna be a long 4 years.
dude, hasn't it felt like it's already been like 4 years? In 6 months.
Yo, this is gonna be a long 4 years, bro.
People don't realize Trump's just getting started. He's just getting going.
Uncle Trump being your president. Okay? You got a long way to go, buddy, if you think you about to remove Trump from office. We, the people, voted for Uncle Trump. We, the people, elected.
Trump has a 63% approval rating right now after his first 5 months in office. Higher than the last 5 Republican presidents, including himself. He's higher than Ronald Reagan was at this point into his second term. Trump ain't going nowhere, y'all. Get used to it.
Okay. You sounded like a whole commercial there, Vito. I was like, damn.
That man, okay? And we, the people, expect him to stay in office for another 3.5 years. All right? But the winning continues. We're doing a lot of winning right now. And Democrats absolutely hate it because they know come the midterms, it ain't going to be pretty for them. Caroline Levette, take it away.
This was one of the hottest weeks in our nation's history, and I'm not talking temperature. Let's break it all down in this week's MAGA Minute. The jobs numbers for the month of June are in, and the United States added 147,000 jobs, exceeding market expectations for the 4th month in a row. Our unemployment rate fell to 4.1%, again defying expectations. The price of eggs has rapidly declined under President Trump, inspiring Waffle House to announce that it has removed its egg surcharge from the menu. In a huge win for women who play sports, the Department of Education secured an agreement with the University of Pennsylvania to remove men from women's sports, and it corrects the record in favor of sanity. President Trump continues to deliver trade deals. He announced a trade deal.
I almost spit out my Pepsi, bro.
That was funny. You good?
Yeah, I didn't expect her to say sanity like that.
It's true, though. Leah Thomas has stripped all of his records in the women's direction to give it to the actual women who beat him. Who would have won the race had he not been there.
Man, I'm different, bro. I want to see like an experiment. I'm with Iman Shumpert. If you want to see women playing with the men, you got to start having the girls play the dudes in like middle school.
You can, but that's when the size difference really starts really getting different. I know what you're saying.
Listen, if people want to see this happen, we got to test it out somehow.
We just did for the past 4 years. Did you not remember the whole basketball team got completely taken out?
That's true. That's true.
They had to forfeit the game so they could actually have players to play the following week. What do you think we just did for 4 years?
I still think it'd be interesting to see them like. But I guess that's why it's called sanity.
Bro, the girl that still has brain damage because of the volleyball spike to the head.
Damn. Do
you really want to see little girls going up against men in football?
No.
Like, dude, it was one transgender that took out an entire female basketball team in high school.
Oh, they were hooping? I didn't see that. They were hooping?
It was basketball.
They were, damn. So they
he was just throwing them girls to the ground.
Yo.
Bro, I'm pretty sure we did a video on it.
We've done a lot of videos.
I know.
Damn. Okay.
Like,
all right.
We already been testing this. It don't work.
I just thought it was. I didn't expect that in favor of sanity. I didn't expect that. Like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Of sanity. President Trump continues to deliver trade deals. He announced a trade deal with Vietnam, which will give the U.S. total access to their markets for the first time ever. The president also visited Alligator Alcatraz in Florida, reaffirming our commitment to law and order in our country. And he visited the great state of Iowa to kick off a series of celebrations across the country to celebrate next year's 250th birthday of the United States. And finally, Congress worked hard to deliver the one big beautiful bill to President Trump's desk.
And
this bill
met his
means
deadline.
no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, and a big beautiful tax cut for everyone. It's on the way. And for those of you celebrating our nation's birthday, the cost of a 4th of July cookout for 10 people skyrocketed by more than 20% under Joe Biden, but that cost has dropped under President Trump. This 4th of July, we are celebrating not only the birth of our great nation, but the birth of a golden age of economic prosperity for you and your family. And the best is yet to come. We'll see you for next week's MAGA Minute. Happy Independence Day.
Yes, ma'am.
We're doing pretty well right now. You can't argue with the job numbers.
Yo, Democrats need to freaking Democrats need to what's the word?
Wake up.
All right.
Stop being delusional.
If we're doing the strategy game shit, Democrats need to step their promotion up because that video, okay. Listen, I'm not the biggest Trump supporter, y'all, but I'm gonna say this. The promotion, the little dialogue in the back, and then the smooth jazz. It had a vibe to it. Democrats, y'all got to prop up your promotion.
But that's all stuff he accomplished in just the last week. Most of those promotions would be stuff that people are saying they're going to do. That's what he actually just did.
Man,
he's not promoting what he's promising to do. That was promoting what he just did. And not from the start of his presidency. That was the last week.
Fair point.
I'm just trying to put that in perspective for you, bro.
Fair point. Hey. All right, guys. I try to just be as.
I know what you're saying.
Non-biased. I don't like bringing biases in.
That's not saying what Trump is going to be doing next week or what he's planning on bringing to the future. That was a recap of his last week.
How old is Trump?
79. Or just turned 80, I think. I think he just turned 80.
He don't sit down. Like
this dude just keeps on going. Dude, could you believe he's only 2 years younger than Biden?
I'll put it this way. I'll give credit to anybody. Excuse me. I'll give credit to anybody who wants to do this job at 80. Because I damn sure wouldn't be doing it at 80.
But look at that dude at 80 compared to the last sack of shit that was in the ass at 80.
Yeah. Biden was struggling a little bit.
Little bit. Little bit. Yeah, he's struggling a little bit.
Just a little bit. Probably just needed an adrenaline shot. He
need a little bit more than that.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, man.
So, me saying that Democrats hate America is not speculation. I want you guys to take a look at this.
They hate America.
Right there on your screen. Pride in being an American by political party 2001 to 2025. As you can see, Republicans have pretty much been along the same track. You know, around the low 90s, it looks like up here, it got up to 100%. Back in, it looks like 2002.
Yo, why? Why is it so low, yo? What's
Democrats hate America?
Bro, that says 36.
Yep. They're saying they have no pride in America. %of Republicans say they love this country, and 36% of Democrats say they love this country.
That's a big gap, man.
Yeah.
That's a huge gap.
64% of Democrats hate this country. As opposed to 8% Republican.
My grip is with the 36%. What y'all mad at?
Now, what are you happy with? That's only 36% that say they're happy with America.
Oh, okay.
That's
I'm reading
my
the
point.
chart wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. How proud of you to be an American? 36% of Americans say they're proud to be American. So that's 36% of Democrats
Well,
that are very proud.
if you're looking at this, the drop really started happening in 2015 for the Democrats.
2020 is their deepest drop.
Yeah, it is. But if you're
Yeah.
So my question is,
that was when Trump was elected. Then it shot back up when Biden was elected, and then it started to super dip again.
So what are you? It's pretty high from 2001 to 2013.
Yeah,
that's pretty high.
But they've always been.
So like, there's no way one man caused this.
No, the media pushing.
There's no way one man caused this. No, I find that hard to believe. One guy caused, bro.
The Trump derangement
as screwed. Okay, let's keep it a buck, like 100%. The country was screwed up in 2005.
Oh fuck yeah!
It was screwed up in 2001.
Yep.
There's no way one man made y'all this unhappy. Nah, man. Listen, I may not agree with everything Trump does. Y'all were on cloud 9 in 2005. Yo. But you see what I'm saying? Like 2015.
Yeah, I know.
Is when I'm gonna say depression, I guess, started to hit.
Well, that's right at the end of Obama's tenure and Trump's start. And then look, the Republicans jumped back up again when Trump started, and Democrats tanked.
Because 2001 was that
Bush.
Because Bush had was Bush's terms back to back?
Yes, every president's been back to back besides Trump and Gerald Ford.
Okay.
There's only been 2 non-consecutive terms, and that's been
because it went from Bush to Obama, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy.
And Obama to Trump, and then we've been in this tailspin ever since. And the Democrats have been in this tailspin ever since.
So only 36% right now of Democrats
like America. Only 36% of the Democrats like America.
The Democratic Party need to get its shit together.
Yeah.
Like badly.
How can you want to have power in this country if you hate this country?
Between 92 and 36, that's... What the hell? Damn. Democratic Party need to get this crap together. I'm guessing independents the dotted... Oh, independents aren't really like...
Well, those numbers are skewed because a lot of that is...
they switch between voting for Republican or Democrat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Two-ish time period, 2003.
And it's still favorability is towards loving America.
We are at 92 as a party. Look where the Democrat Party went, though.
That's crazy.
Right off a cliff, down to
36%?
To the mid-30s.
Yo, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all bugging. Yeah. 36. I wonder if this is 36% of all. Is this 36% of all registered Democrats? I wonder if that's what this is.
Well, yeah, it's a poll. Who say they're a Democrat?
Holy crap!
When asked if they're polled, if they say they're Democrat, yeah. They say they're not.
Wow.
Only 36% say they're proud to be an American.
Wow.
Tell me you hate America without telling me you hate America. But also CNN took a deep dive on it. Check it out.
Erica, my friend, happy 4th of July. And today on our Independence Day, I'm looking into whether or not Americans feel proud to be an American. And as it turns out, Democrats, their percentage who say they're proud to be an American has fallen through the floor. What are we talking about? Take a look here. Democrats pride to be an American, extremely or very proud. In 2015, look at this. 4 to 5 Democrats were extremely or very proud to be an American. That number has plummeted to just 36% now in 2025.
Yeah, that is.
A low this century has fallen by more than half since 2015 as Donald Trump has become, of course, president once again this year. Now, what is driving that decline? Well, a lot of it has to do with age. What are we talking about? Well, Generation Z Democrats, proud to be an American or not. Of course, Generation Z, born since 1997. Look at this. Only 24% of Generation Z Democrats are extremely or very proud to be an American. That is actually lower, Erica. That is lower than the percentage who say they have little or no pride to be an American at 32%. Wow. I just never thought I'd see these numbers based upon where we were a decade ago, but that's exactly where we are. Wow. Now, if Democrats have extremely less pride to be an American than they used to, what about Republicans? Well, this is where the trend line gets interesting. Because with Republicans, there is no trend line. In fact, take a look here. Republicans' pride to be American extremely or very proud.
My bad, man. My bad. I'm being extra right now. Yo, Democratic Party, we gotta... Yo, the Democratic Party, y'all gotta step your game up.
It's hard when your rhetoric keeps saying how bad and evil this country is.
Vito, that's bad.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That is a huge
I would
gap.
expect it to be like within like 10%.
Yeah. Wow.
But see, here's my question. All right, between 30, like, that's like dangerously low.
Yeah.
That's like you driving the car, like you trying to drive across country with 1/4 tank of gas.
Exactly.
Like, that's dangerously low. So my question is that the people who are only 36% happy,
they're gonna leave those are the people that are the Democrats are going to leave the party. Those are the Democrats that are going to be like, well, this party hates me. I'm going to go vote for this because I'm not going to get what I need here. That's what you understand now, right? The 36% that say they love America, who are they more likely to vote with? The 64% of their party that hates that? Or the other 92% that say they love the country as well?
They're going to the ones who say they love the country as well.
Exactly. So the Democrat Party is putting itself into a position where they're never going to win political power
y'all
again.
Pretty much tanked for a draft pick. It didn't work out for you. Like, this is not... all these people who say they're a little to like no happiness of being an American, what are you mad at?
Besides Trump.
Seriously,
what are you mad at besides Trump?
Because don't tell me, oh, well, Trump ruined everything. The country was jacked up before Trump was in office.
Yep.
It was jacked up before Obama was in office.
Yep.
It was jacked up before Bush was in office.
Yep.
Okay? So, like, what you mad at right now? It's got to be so... I need to know, like, if your first word is Trump...
We can't have a serious conversation.
There's got to be more to it.
Yeah.
There's got to be more to it.
Because if your first answer is Trump, we can't have a serious conversation.
There's got to be more.
Because love Trump or hate him, at least everything out of his mouth is positive for his country. Trump loves America.
Yeah, Trump can't be the only thing y'all mad at.
It was 90% back when Barack Obama was serving his second term.
That's
now in Donald Trump's second term, it's basically the same percentage, 92%. So Republicans still are extremely or very proud to be an American. Democrats, on the other hand, have seen their numbers fall through the floor, led, of course, by the youngest generation, Generation Z. We'll see how these numbers turn going forward, but the bottom line is whether or not the folks out there are extremely or very proud to be an American. I'm extremely or very proud to be with you, Erica Hill. Happy July 4th.
You know, and I think
that's crazy.
Because
that's
there's
wild.
A constant news stream of Trump bad, everything Trump does, it's going to be the end of the world, right? You guys remember the fear-mongering. Trump's going to start World War III. He bombed Iran. Oh, my goodness. Missiles are going to start flying over World War III. You should be ashamed of yourself if you voted for Trump because now we're all going to war. And if you're a MAGA, you should have to go to war because now World War III is going to start. Did World War III start? I'll wait. Also, you guys remember, oh my goodness, these Trumps, why is Trump making the world mad? Now we're not going to have anything. Nobody's going to be our friend. The tariffs are going to mess up the economy. Oh my goodness, it's all going to go to crap. Our money's not going to be worth anything. We're going to be living in a third world country. Oh my goodness. Did any of that happen?
Nope.
I'll wait. You know, it is a constant stream of fear-mongering from mainstream media and Democrat politicians. That's all it is. It's constant. Literally constant. Oh my goodness, Trump and Elon they're destroying everything. Elon and Trump are taking your grandma's social security checks. They're depositing them in their own bank account. Did Elon Musk or Donald Trump steal anybody's money when they were going through, or when Doge was active and going through to make sure government spending was where it should be? I mean, it's literally, and I can keep going with this. I can keep going. It's constant. Everything that Donald Trump does, it's the end of the world. It's all falling apart. The big beautiful bill, just the other day. Oh my goodness, people are gonna starve. People are gonna die. Over 1 million people are just gonna drop dead. Oh my goodness, when he signs this bill, did anybody die? It's constant. But that is the problem, and I think that is why you have these folks on the left who are not proud to be Americans and hate America. It's because they're constantly
He's got a
being
strong
fed
point there.
this stream.
He's got a strong point there. When you're getting nothing fed, when you're being fed nothing but the sky is falling. That's how you get to 36% hatred to your country, or 36% favorable for your country, 64% hatred towards your country. 36% hatred to your country would be bad. 64% is apocalyptic. When 64% of your party hates the country, that's how you get there, because of the fear-mongering politicians and the media giving you nothing but hatred day after day after day after day after day after day after day. The media runs 96% negative coverage of Trump. Are you telling me every little thing he does is wrong? When everything he's done has shown results? Job growth is through the roof. The tariffs have not hurt us. They've helped us a lot. It's brought almost every country in the world to heal. Everybody wants to make a deal with our economy. Everybody wants access to our economy. Every woe is me moment that the media had to say Trump was destroying the country was wrong. The tariffs have worked. You saw the egg prices themselves from $8 to $2, or $9 to $3, whichever way you want to look at it. It's rounding down.
I'm just curious to how. What is the Democratic Party going to do for these midterms? That's my question.
How can you spin a positive message when 64% of your party hates this country?
But
how can you get new voters on your side when you're turning away people from your own party?
But see, here's my whole thing. Why are y'all turning people away? Is it like
because they love this country?
Well, no, okay, so how people are leaving the Democratic Party, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Why if you at the top of the Democratic Party, okay.
Why did Karine Jean-Pierre walk away from the party?
My question is you would think if I'm the leader of the Democratic Party, for example, if power is what you want, you should want everyone on your side.
Yep.
And you should be doing whatever you can. Be like, I want this group. I want this group. I want this group. Like, to be honest, if we're talking strategy and everything, Democrats, I always struggle saying this word. The evangelicals.
Yep.
You should be wanting them on your side.
Yep. Not completely turning them off and hating them.
Even though you may not agree with every single thing someone has in their belief system, you need to come to some common ground and be like, yo, we want to win over here, so get your ass over here.
But you see, they took that approach with the people who really hate this country.
Y'all should have did what like LeBron and Steph did. Build y'all super teams. Y'all didn't do none of that.
You went to the fringes and you got burned. I mean, that's what happened to them. They went to the fringes of the party trying to bring every last little person in.
Listen, man.
And they're being cannibalized by the far left.
Y'all got to completely restructure your party.
Well, it's hard when the left calls every single person on the right far right.
But see, you know what's
they would consider me far right. You understand that, right?
Yeah, and you know what sucks though? I feel bad for the moderates because the extremists are the ones screwing this crap up. Yep. The moderates are chilling, trying to talk to people, and so like you got the moderates on stage chilling, trying to talk to people, and the left, like the extremists, they're just taking beer cans and throwing them at them.
I would be what is technically a moderate, but I'm considered far right.
Yeah, I don't know what the Democratic Party gonna do, bro. Because I'm not even talking about the next presidential term yet, man. I'm just talking about midterms. Who you trying to get in for a midterm? Because, bro, like dead ass, like Democrats, y'all don't have a candidate. You have no one.
The Democratic Party is getting behind people like Zohan Mondani, and that is why they're failing.
Y'all.
Dude, even you said it before. He said some stuff that made you kind of be like, okay, this. But what happened when you thought through? What happened when you thought through his stuff? It sounds good, but it's not practical. It's not. What did you say when you got here? Realistic.
Yeah,
let's be realistic here. The Democrats like trying to sound good, make you feel good, but when you think through what they're actually going to do, none of it's realistic.
Like, bro, when y'all had Obama in like his prime, y'all were doing all right. What the hell happened?
We'd all like to know that.
What the hell happened?
Because even back then, the Democrats weren't that crazy. Now
I can understand you may not liking everybody liking Obama's policies.
There's a lot of policies,
but they weren't wilding out.
No, now they're wilding out.
Like it,
bro. Just letting anybody.
Even Obama said y'all had to chill.
Yeah, dude. Even Obama said if you want to come to this country, you got to come the right way. Like, they called him deporter in chief.
Dude, Obama was telling. Obama deported a lot of people.
They were calling Obama deporter in chief.
Yo, even Obama was telling y'all had to chill out. Whoever running things right now.
Well, it's Trump right now.
No, I mean like in the Democratic Party. Whoever running things right now. Yeah, whoever running things into the Democratic Party, you need to like.
That'd be David Hogg, man.
Y'all need to change your culture. I don't know what the hell happened.
They need to switch to they better switch to a pro-America messaging real quick, but it's, you know how quickly it's.
Whoever decides to clean this up got a lot of work to do.
Because, dude, it's not going to work. There's no way the Democrats can flip it within 3.5 years to become a pro-America party when they have such vitriol for Trump. When everything he does is him saying he loves and is super pro-America. When the Democrats are trying to spin everything as it's detrimental for America, when everything he's doing is working. Like I just saw, I think I saw the other day that he made a deal with Japan where for the first time ever, American cars are going to be in Japan. Like you can purchase an American car for fair value in Japan now. Never in the history.
I need to see like a poll or like what y'all are mad at, like the Democrats.
Seriously,
I need to know what y'all like. I don't say like, oh well. I need something more specific than the country's racist. I need something more than that.
That's what you're gonna get.
I need something more than that. Tell me how the country's racist. Tell me who's being racist.
Because, hey,
that's what I need to know.
You've seen plenty of the footage now to show that Trump's not racist. You haven't seen anything to prove he is.
I don't think I can lay that card down. If I'm doing it from a psychological perspective.
What card? You can't say you've seen enough to prove he's not racist?
No, I don't. I'm not going to call Trump a racist.
That's what. Okay,
I'm not going to say that. I do think, and I think all politicians have this. I do think he's somewhat narcissistic.
You got to be at that level.
I think he is somewhat narcissistic.
That's a given.
Like I think, like
come on.
To me,
he's a TV personality.
When people say, "Oh, Trump's not narcissist," I'm like,
at some level, you got to be.
Like, look at the man; he's got narcissism.
Dude,
look at
to
him.
be a CEO, to have that kind of
to
be able to run
everybody.
shit,
You got to have a level of. I'm sure Obama has an ego.
You have to.
Biden had to have an ego. Bush had to. You can't be no CEO or no lead person like that unless you got somewhat of narcissism.
But let's be real. You can still be a very caring person and take care of the people around you, even if you have narcissistic tendencies. You know what I mean? You don't have to be full-blown ignoring everybody else and just taking care of yourself to be considered a narcissist. That's not what it means.
No, because you also...
Narcissistic traits means that it's you that's coming out on top. Look at him in negotiations and how he runs his business. It's to put...
As long as you still come up on top.
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Even as a narcissist, you're going to step on a couple people to get to...
Right.
You're going to step on some people to get to where you want to be. But, like, there's a difference between being a narcissist...
And being a socio
and being like a psychopath.
Exactly. So
there's plenty of people, like everyday people, who are narcissists.
Oh, yeah. Because, again, to get to certain levels, you have to have some sort of narcissistic traits to get there. You just do. Unfortunately, that's the sad reality of the world.
But like I said, like, whether you an athlete, whether you are a rapper...
Dude, to be fair, we have some sort of narcissistic tendencies because we're doing a channel.
Oh, I mean, to me, I think we're the most authentic and straightforward reaction.
Of course, exactly.
I don't try to put on a whole facade for anybody.
But somebody would say that's
someone
a narcissistic
someone can say,
trait.
"Oh yeah, Ian's narcissistic." I'm like, if that's how you view me, that I can't control that.
But see, some people would say the same thing about Trump because of how he runs things. You see what I mean?
And I see what you mean, and that's why I say, like, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, yeah, I wanted to see everybody be a boss. I want everybody to see everybody in leadership. But the older you get, not everybody can be a boss, man.
Exactly.
And regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your sexual orientation or male, female, whatever,
not everybody can run shit.
Not all men are alphas.
No.
Okay, there's some alpha women in the world. Not all women are alphas.
No. They even said it. Beta isn't really... Being a beta male isn't technically a bad thing. You're able to take orders and do things. It's like being like the third or fourth rate male that you don't want to be.
It's, for example, Walmart. If everyone's like, oh, I want to be a manager, bro, somebody got to cash somebody out.
Yeah.
Someone got to work the cash registers. When the shelves get low, somebody got to stock the shelves back up.
There has to be a hierarchy.
Somebody got to do it. The CEO's not going to stock shelves.
You can't have 15 people in charge because then everybody's arguing about what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You need someone who's ready to take charge and be able to make a decision. Not sit there and debate about how we're going to stock the shelves today.
Yeah. Just somebody either go stock the shelves or you're fired. Somebody get it done.
We're not going to sit here and have a debate of who's going to do it.
The store's open from this time to this time. Customers are coming. Shelves got to be ready to go. Yeah. So damn, we covered a lot in this one. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Of the worst news ever. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you would think eventually they would snap out of it. Like, oh crap, like every time Trump does something, and there are a lot of folks who have, and I've made videos on some, I'll put those clips in videos. Some of you probably remember some of those videos. There are, I should say, a lot of folks who have snapped out of it because they do realize, wait a minute. Everything Trump does, y'all make it seem like it's the end of the world. Like it's not the end of the world. You lied about this one, you lied about that one, you lied about this one, when you said this was going to happen, when he did this, it never happened. And it's time after time after time again, and I don't understand how everybody hasn't woken up and realized, bro, they're just lying. They're fear-mongering you. Mm-hmm. They do this
Playing on your emotions.
There's a new fear-monger every single week. They ran with the whole Trump's administration is taking illegals out to the middle of the ocean and dumping them in the water.
Did you see that one?
That story? Like
Wait,
did you hear about that story?
No,
they were trying to say Trump was flying planes out over the middle of the Atlantic and throwing illegals into shark-infested waters to get rid of them. I'm not even joking. That was a story.
Is that what the alligator thing is from?
No. That was different. Alcatraz is a real place that was built in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
But no, they were saying he was legitimately flying people out in the middle of the ocean, throwing them out of the planes into shark-infested waters.
All right.
That's because some smuggling ring was actually caught throwing people out of planes, and their bodies were washing up on the shores, and they were trying to blame it on Trump.
Okay. All right.
In the middle of the ocean and dumping them in the water.
Okay.
Did you guys hear about that story?
Yeah.
Like they were legit running with that.
Oh yeah.
Leftists.
Yeah, they were.
Like he was dumping illegals in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
Like what? Come on, bro.
Wasn't
Are you
happening.
serious?
Because let's be real,
This stuff is just got
if Trump was legitimately doing that, everybody and even other Republicans would be calling for his impeachment and instant removal. If you were actually doing that to human beings,
You can't just dump people with water, bro.
like deporting them to South Sudan is one thing, but actually dumping them out of planes in the shark-infested waters, yeah, no, that would be instant impeachment and removal from office. There's no way he was doing that.
They're trying.
Oh, they're trying. They're trying.
out of hand.
That is
man.
crazy.
Out of hand.
That is crazy.
I'm glad we're in the majority, though, because I would hate to be under Democrat control, especially with the way that they run things. My goodness. That was horrible. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Talk to me. How'd your Independence Day? Did it go well? Was it swimming? You let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Yeah, bro.
All right. A lot we covered in that one.
Yeah, there was. There was some topics that we discussed in this one.
Whoa.
I can't wait for the comments of how far right I am. That's going to be hilarious. You guys are funny every single time. Every single time. Because if I was extremely far right, do you think he'd be here?
Yo.
And if you were extremely far left, do you think I'd be here?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
those comments are hilarious every single time.
Yo, they're the ones that get me is when we get the novels.
Oh yeah. Though the best one yet was the one that said you weren't gay enough to be black. That was funny. That was
Yo.
that one was funny.
I forgot about that video.
That one was funny.
That was wild. That's like when we first started.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's great. I was like, what? I remember that. I was like, yo, Vito, come here, look at this. And we were like, what? Yo, that was wild.
Oh, that was
man.
one of the funniest comments we ever got. So yeah, guys, keep coming. We laugh them all. They're hilarious.
Honestly, man, I really don't get pressed too much about comments. Like that
we try to read them as much as possible.
You.
No, we try to read
like
them.
we see your comments. It's just
like some of y'all are like
some of them I don't know how to respond to you. And when I'm in that head, it's like, you know what? Let me not get disrespectful because I don't want one of y'all reporting me then losing our channel or something.
It's not even that. They want to see a reaction because then they think they got to you.
Yeah, that's true. You want to see us bad. So like, no, I don't really get pressed about comments.
It's not worth it. It's really not. Some people do though. God damn.
So,
some people
some content creators get really in their I'm like, why are you in their feelings about comments? It's a comment section.
I
never understood that. Why?
Because some people let their comment sections drive their ego.
That's
for
facts.
Better or worse.
You can bash me as all you want. I don't
Same
care.
Here. It's funny.
I don't care, bro. I'm gonna still give my opinion.
Yep.
I'm honestly, guys, I'm here for the people who truly rock with us.
Exactly.
So if you want to bash me, that's cool.
And if you want to hate watch, thanks for the view.
Yeah, right. If you think we're stupid, Okay,
Please
cool.
tell us.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead. Go ahead down there and comment and tell us
Yeah.
how stupid we are.
All we
appreciate it.
ask for is just to keep it civil. You know, we don't need any like disgusting violence, threatening people, none of that nasty
Nah,
stuff.
there's no reason to threaten violence over an
Nah.
opinion. That's
You can
insane.
disagree with us as much as you want. That don't bother me.
You can call us how stupid and dumb we are. But
Yeah,
there's no
no,
reason to
that's
threaten
cool.
anybody's life.
But no, this was a good video. I think we talked about a lot of different things in
We
this
did,
one. So
did.
no, I like this one. But guys, I hope everybody had a good holiday weekend.
Hope you had a great America's birthday. Hope you
y'all
really enjoyed it.
I hope y'all stay safe for real. Hope y'all didn't do no dumb shit with fireworks and whatnot.
And remember, it's okay to celebrate the love of your country.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yes.
It really is okay.
And please, I hope everybody was safe with the fireworks.
Yes, hopefully. I know that one garage that blew up and the one lady that passed away.
Damn, I didn't see that.
Store your fireworks properly.
Oh yeah. You don't want your house going. Yeah, that's crazy.
Make sure you store your stuff properly, especially in the high heat because things go.
Yeah, no, fact.
Fireworks are bombs. That's essentially what they
They
are.
are, yeah, no, it's like, yeah, you don't want it to get too hot. Damn. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, blow us up. Y'all know what to do, man.
Thanks for stopping in. Spend some time with us. Hit that notification bell. Give it a share because it does. Channel out.
Please and thank you all.
See y'all on Rumble.
Take care.